What's up, guys? Time to show off another Kraken build. This one, though, is in one of the Panerai style cases with the NH38 movement. I think I've only done a couple black distressed builds. So, black distressed case, black coin bezel with a lumed diver insert. We also have, on the Kraken, loomed around it in black loom. So you don't really see it in the daytime. The Omega style handset there. So this is a copper dial that we distressed the background completely, and then I light sanded it off so that there still will be some distress on the copper. And then milled solid case back here. And then this is on a wristband strap with a lightly distressed black preview buckle. This is a 120 click bezel. And as I've referenced on these before, they have a nice solid case back. But the only thing that holds the crown closed is your lever. So, granted, I don't put a lot of watches on stainless steel unless somebody asks. Plus, I get this case like this. To match it perfect would be a little tough. Just because I'm not sure how they're distressing it. I wonder if they're hitting it with a little bit of a bead blast. Hitting a little bit of the corners with like some sandpaper, and then maybe hitting it with a little bit of bead blast, because the only way that I've ever distressed my bands is with a little bit of sanding. You can do it on the sides easily, but the stuff that's kind of in the middle, you would see lines with mine. Personally, I can't pepper this off unless we would maybe bead blast and knock some of it down. But so all I was getting at is chances are you're not going to go in the water with a leather strap on regardless. But I don't trust these as much for a very solid waterproof, limit there. But how this works, so this is automatic mechanical. Take your lever off, that pops this out into that first position where you can wind. Now, a wind is just turn this way. You can't do complete full turns. Obviously, your range of motion here, you're turning at about 40% of a whole turn each time. You can't overwind it, so don't worry about that. You can just keep winding on this. Once again, as you saw, maybe saw in the last video, I do not know, nor does Google, at least this Google in the room, how long these last on a power reserve. So I don't know quite how long they tell you to wind it. So normally with my other stuff, about 5 seconds, that mixed with your rotor will keep time throughout the day. If you're moving, if you're not moving, you want to wind it up just a little bit more to make sure that if you're driving or you're in a position where you're not really getting that rotor to shake, your watch just doesn't stop on you in the middle of the day. So when you're happy with your winding, you'll pull it to the one and only click. If you can see, you're still within your boundary of your crown guard here, and you do have a hacking movement, so it will stop. Okay, Google, what time is it?
It's 9:56 a.m.
9:56 is a little bit, there we go. When you're good, you're going to push this over. That drops it back down in that first position. And then it has a nice pressure that holds that down. So that is the build. And that's also what I did on this. Just some light distressing, just light sandpaper in a couple spots. But you've got yourself a distressed copper dial with a black background that pops nicely in a black distressed case. And then as this distresses, it goes nicely with that copper look. So you've got some distressing on the ends, distressing through here. Obviously the side where it's not, you know, where it's just your raw leather. Goes with that copper nicely. So this goes to you. Congrats. As with every build, you're going to get matching beads. This will come in a brown Kraken Special Edition box. Will come with watch cleaners. This is good on all glass and metal parts, so everything here in the center, non-streaking, non-toxic, non-residue. That will also come with your microfiber to apply that, and then you also have some leather conditioner to keep this strap perfectly soft and pliable. If you ever feel that it's not soft, not pliable, apply it on both sides, let it soak in, remove any excess. Apply it with like what you would if you're doing it with like boots, you know, more of a rag kind of style than like the microfiber. But that's it. That's the build. If you want me to build you guys something custom and unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe as I put them up all the time. Thanks for watching, guys.